Hi, I'm Andy Warner, and we're here to do an engine overhaul on the hobbyzone Champ today. This is my assistant mechanic, Ariana Warner. She'll be assisting me today in the Warner hangar. So enough about us. We've got our cameraman, Tristan Warner, and doing a fine job for us today. Enough talking, we're going to get to work. Hope you enjoy the video. We'll start with the hobbyzone Champ here. We've been flying this for almost 2 months now. And she's been through her paces, and the engine finally gave out after we stalled it in a tree and ground the gearbox. Alright, I need my tools, Miss Warner. I'm going to need a pair of needle nose pliers today. And miniature pliers, thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to need my magnifying glass, yes, thank you. My utility knife. And I believe that's it for now. Thank you very much. Alright, we're going to set our tools here. This is what you'll need to do an engine overhaul on a hobbyzone Champ. We're going to start with our utility knife. Just enough to cut through the tape that holds the fuselage together. We'll start by cutting the tape. The hobbyzone Champ is designed to come apart so you can get to your servos and your motor fairly efficiently. As you can tell, this plane's been flown for a while. It was our first one, but I must say it is cheaper than ever to fly RC, and these are quite durable, and they come in a ready to fly format or a bind and fly format. Now that we've got the fuselage apart, we're going to bring the top part off and set it to the side. And you'll see our servos and motor. First we're going to undo the wiring harness to the motor, and that's right between your push rods. Miss Warner, can I have my miniature pliers, please? Thank you very much. You don't want to bend the push rods too much, so I suggest use a needle nose or something small to get to your wiring. It's just a simple plug, and you'll just pull it out and try to remember the red is on, if you're facing the plane, the red's on the right side and the black's on the left. If you plug it in backwards when you're putting the new one in, it'll go in the opposite direction. You can't fly a plane backwards that I know of. Alright, so we're going to put these back, Miss Warner. Right here. We're going to need them again, I think. We'll get our utility knife and put the blade out a little bit further so you can get through this glue. It's pretty strong on the motor mount. And we're going to just gently go through it and not to damage anything as much as possible. We'll cut through this glue on the motor mount. Might take a few minutes. Don't rush yourself because you don't want to tear up your fuselage. Alright, Miss Warner, in the bottom drawer I have a flathead screwdriver, if you'd help me with that. Alright, I'm going to turn this around here and ask you to go in gently to the side and pry up the mount. Stick it down in there firmly and just pry up gently. Alright, now we can get this motor. You can pull it out now. Alright, and do it on the other side if you would for me, Miss Warner. Thank you very much. Now we got this. Make sure your wires don't grab on your servos or anything or rip anything apart. And there we have a harness and motor gearbox for the hobbyzone Champ. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but they got like 4 gears where we got caught in a tree and it just burned the motor up, got jammed. But not a big problem. Now I need the needle nose, Ariana. Thank you, and the miniature pliers. Alright, we're going to grab the main engine shaft here, or the main gearbox shaft, lock your miniature pliers, and just gently twist your prop off so we don't have to get a new one if it's not damaged. Alright, and then you just spin this right off, and there's your prop. Alright, we can get these pliers undone, and you can set the old engine up there, please. Here's this, and this, the pliers, and the utility knife. Alright, while we've got this open, we'll take our magnifying glass, got a light in it, and we'll make sure that everything looks okay on the motherboard. Got nothing touching. Everything looks okay. The teeth on the servos look great. I don't think we're going to have any problem. We'll put this new motor and gearbox in, and everything should go smooth as butter, hopefully. Here you go. Now, Miss Warner, could you hand me the new engine and gearbox, please? We got this from our local hobby shop. It's a pretty good deal on an engine and gearbox. I think it cost us $16 plus tax, which is not bad for a RC airplane motor and gearbox. It's quite cheap. Alright. Alright, Miss Warner, if you'll get the engine out for me, I can, yes, it cost me $16. That's pretty cheap for anything RC. People into the sport know that it can get quite expensive quite fast. Thank you. We'll use we don't want to pull on that motor too much, so we'll use our knife to gently cut through the tape. There we go. I'll set this to the side. We got some more tape there, Miss Warner? We'll just gently pull it. Alright. And here we have a brand new engine for the hobbyzone Champ and gearbox. Everything looks great. Alright. We'll kind of arch this wire like the one that came out. The original one is kind of arched, so the wire comes up under the motherboard and comes around to the plug. And we're going to do the same thing to ours. Well, actually, might just twist that wire like the other one. Might support it or something, I don't know. We'll just try to do it as close to the original as we possibly can. And then we'll make sure we got red to right. Might need to move this tag. Okay, this is red. And then we'll just bend that wire like the original one. And we're going to use some foam safe glue from the local hobby shop. King RC here in North Carolina is a great hobby shop, local for the Forsyth County. We'll just put a couple drips where the posts go down, and then hopefully secure it nice and gently. Everything, if it goes well, will be great. I don't know if this frame will hold changing the motor more than once, because it kind of tears up the foam when you pull the first one out, but we'll do our best. Get that in there nice and firm, and then use our glue to secure it on top too as well. And stay away from them gears. We don't want glue in our gears, but you do want to make sure that it's quite secure in the plane, otherwise you might have an engine that flies away from your plane. That would not be good. Now, we're not going to put the prop on right now. We'll get to that in our next video probably. We're going to let this sit for probably, it says maybe 2 minutes to dry. It's supposed to be 20 seconds. I don't recommend that. We'll let it sit for at least a couple hours, and then we'll get back with you and see if we can't finish this little bird up. Thanks for watching. This is Andy Warner, cameraman Tristan Warner, and the very lovely assistant Ariana Warner. Wishing you a blessed day, and hope you've enjoyed watching our video, and will subscribe and come back and watch more of our videos. Thank you. Have a great day.